poem like looks at the mind through the lens of the ocean. Our mind is an ocean. Over the black, opaque, charcoal sketched ocean come the first dreamers, staccato like Van Gogh's brushstrokes toward me. Running along the cement of the marina, the rows of white boats, then a splash from the water, a heavy fin slapping, a shark devouring a helpless fish, barracudas resting on the water, watching the carnage. No flags slapping in wind, no storm, even the reggae band at Scotty's Landing, silent. They're drinking beers on a peeling picnic table, their time to listen to the music of the ocean. Bubbles rising to the surface, small waves smacking against hulls, someone pissing off the side of a boat, a wheelbarrow clicking against a stone street, a fishing rod being cast and reeled. I hear Debussy's reflections in the ripples, in the neon blues and purples from downtown Miami, in the street lamps as bright as trumpet calls, in the images swirling in the water like paint mixing in an aluminum can. Now leaning over the dock, staring into the black water, the ocean so still it becomes a mirror to itself. The Big Dipper, the Great Bear, and Orion stretch towards the moon, a parallel universe. My face, my brown hair, my 5 o'clock shadow, my self-consciousness, the super-ego. The wind is so gentle, cool air replacing the intense heat. A fish breaks the surface of the water. A ripple, my image cracks. 2. What is the catalyst for a storm? A volcanic eruption, an earthquake on the ocean floor, a butterfly flapping its wings that resemble stained glass windows in churches, a deep-rooted fear of a father, an impending vision of the apocalypse. Yesterday I found myself on a canoe in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, an oil tanker glowing like an ancient city, when I saw the long undulating ripples, the white caps approaching from a hazy horizon, the surface of the water as a convulsing mountain range, the mania of a white squall. The sky could easily be the sea could easily be the sky, and I'm hanging from a blue globe drifting aimlessly through space like a man of war without a brain or heart. Waves grow and look like moving mountains, white caps as tough as jagged broken rock. One gigantic wave crashes, threatening to capsize my boat. I'm bailing out the ocean, and I have no time to prepare for the next crash. Appearing in the water, the dead man's float, my mother, my father, the bodies when they were young like layers of dead skin, myself at 10 years old tossed in the water like a barrel of whiskey thrown overboard. I'm learning that I can control the waves, the nodes, the energy running through this large plastic liquid, this great blue unconscious, to make the water calm, like watching a guitar string vibrating and being muted. I try to bring to the surface the dream image of heron, my anima, my lover. Riptides, currents, whirlpools all try to encapsulate her. 3. A great white shark has been spotted off the coast of Huntington Beach, California. I'm trying to stay calm, control this ocean, and I'm paddling out, clinging to the longboard, trying to get past the break so I can sit the lineup with the other surfers, to wait for a wave, pure energy shot into the veins. I can't think about all the sharks, all those rows of teeth, the way it hurls out of the water, ripping flesh of its victim, its pitiless black eyes, a nightmare of jaws and death. I make it past the break, my arms are exhausted. The hardest part for me is simply sitting on the board, keeping my balance, allowing this blue ocean to roll beneath. That's when 6 dorsal fins appear in a pale splash of crystalline spray of water. I start to paddle fast and know any second I'm about to be devoured. The other surfers swim away, leaving me to my fate, and when the fins reappear, they become dolphins. Silver bottoms appearing out of the musky ocean, swimming toward me and diving underneath my board. Then I point my board towards the shore. Hera and Bianca, my priestess, my home, sits with our unborn child. And I no longer fear the great blue unconscious, and I sing the ocean electric with a lightning bolt straight from Zeus, or Muse, or the temple lobe. I am calm, floating on the layers of the ocean, peering into dreams prismatic. 4. Now I'm back at the marina, standing over my own image in the black water. The red mangroves are a muted green. I lean over the railing. I try to touch the water, and I fall in, falling so far down into the ocean, passing schools of fish that look like Rorschach sculptures, and I drop beyond the photic zone, the place where light can't reach. It's a blackness so solid it feels like a prison, floating in space, looking for a form to contain me, the luminiferous ether. When a creature surfaces toward me, a fish, a loose jaw, an ugly fucking thing, an unidentified flying object, an image of myself, probably. Other creatures emerge, an oil-eating tube worm, a 15-tentacle sea cucumber, the moon jelly, membranes pulsating, arteries pumping blood, light flowing through, stars forming out of the Big Bang, tiny supernovas and atoms splitting, electricity flowing through their tentacles, 1,000 different unclassified creatures becoming a starry night, and I no longer fear this deep, because I know my mind is simply an ocean. Thank you so much for listening.